right now. And we're going to get started. So today is a special day, just like every other day, but we're on lesson 2, okay?
What animal, what pollinator did we learn about yesterday? We started talking about a new pollinator that's pretty interesting. Which was it? Daviana, which one was it?
A bat, and it's nocturnal.
Bat.
They are. Good fact. They are nocturnal. Hey, Takai. Thanks for joining. Okay, so we are going to continue reading our really fun book, A Place for Bats, today, and then we're going to take some notes together, and your goal is going to be to write a paragraph about the opinion that we talked about yesterday and that we're going to continue talking about today, okay? So we need to remind ourselves of these 2 guiding questions. The first one is right here. Can somebody read the first guiding question for me? Maybe London can. Go ahead, London.
What dangers do pollinators face?
Great job, London. The first guiding question is, what dangers do pollinators face? And the definition of the word dangers is something that may harm or injure a person or animal. In this case, bats, right? B, could you read us the second guiding question? Right here. But you're muted, friend.
Lots of people
Protect.
protect pollinators.
Good.
Good.
So our second guiding question is, why should people protect pollinators? And the word protect means to defend or keep safe from danger or harm. Okay?
Yep.
Oh, we've got some stuff.
So friends, today your learning target is I can write a paragraph using my notes about dangers that bats face after reading sections of A Place for Bats. And remember, friends, research means to study and collect information about a topic. An opinion is what you think about something.
Yep. So like we were saying before, we're going to read it and then you're going to write about it, okay?
Woohoo!
So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to stop sharing that, and I'm going to share our book again. Miss Ishley and I are going to read it to you again all the way through without stopping so you can hear all the information. Then we're going to go back through it and take some notes about the dangers that bats face, okay? Sound like
Sounds
a plan, friends?
great.
Got more people coming in every minute,
Wow.
Miss Ishley.
We are popular.
So popular. Okay. This book is called A Place for Bats, and it's written by Melissa Stewart.
Okay. Let me just move it. Okay, and friends, we're only going to read the top parts. We're not going to read the little boxes that have different information in it, okay? We're just going to read the story straight through. So here we go. Bats make our world a better place, but sometimes people do things that make it hard for them to live and grow.
If we work together to help these winged creatures of the night, there will always be a place for bats.
For bats to survive, they need to stay safe and healthy. Many bats are killed by people who think bats are dangerous.
But bats can't hurt us, and they devour pesky insects all night long. When people learn the truth about these little nighttime flyers, bats can live and grow.
Some bats die when they fly too close to the wind turbines people use to make electricity.
When people turn off wind turbines on calm nights, bats can live and grow.
A bat can drown if it gets trapped in a watering trough for thirsty cattle or horses.
When ranch owners add escape ramps to their watering troughs, bats can live and grow. So like they might get stuck in that little, well, it's kind of like a pool of water for animals to drink out of. But see this little like net over here? The bats could crawl out of there.
Thousands of bats are dying of a terrible disease called white noise syndrome. Scientists think it is caused by a fungus that comes from Europe.
When scientists discover a way to treat the disease, bats can live and grow.
Some bats spend their days sleeping in trees and people's yards. If a hungry house cat spots these bats, it will attack. Snowball.
That's why I didn't want to read this book. When people keep their pet cats indoors, bats can live and grow.
Bats also need safe places to raise their young. Some bat pups grow up inside caves.
When workers build gates to keep out curious explorers, bats can live and grow. Guys, those are all little baby bats. How cute. Kind of look like aliens.
Other mother bats raise their pups in small, hidden places.
When people build bat boxes that are the right size and shape, bats can live and grow. It's kind of like a birdhouse, except it's for bats. That's cool.
Bats have trouble surviving when their home habitats are destroyed. Some bats can live in open woodlands with rivers or streams nearby.
When people set aside some of these natural areas, bats can live and grow.
Other bats can only survive in thick forests with lots of large, old trees.
When people protect the land and the trees, bats can live and grow.
Some bats spend their days sleeping in palm trees. They stay safe from enemies by hiding under dead, leaf-like fronds.
When people leave the old drooping fronds on the trees in their yards, bats can live and grow.
Thousands of bats can die when people block the openings of old abandoned mines.
When people check old mines before filling them in with rocks and dirt, bats can live and grow. You know, mines are like big caves that people like carve out of the ground and then they take stuff out of them. And when they're done with them, they fill them in.
When too many bats die, other living things may also have trouble surviving.
That's why it's so important to protect bats and the places where they live. I am going to read this little box over here, Miss Isha. I think this one's
Yeah.
It says other animals need bats. Bats are an important part of the food chain. Hungry snakes, raccoons, possums, skunks, and weasels sometimes prey on the bats sleeping in the trees. Hawks and owls can catch bats as they fly through the air. If too many bats disappear, their predators will have to work harder to find food. Okay.
Bats have lived on Earth for more than 50 million years.
Sometimes people do things that can harm bats, but there are many ways you can help these special creatures live far into the future. You want to read this box over here, Miss Deshalais?
Sure. Wait, I gotta move your face. How bats help us. Bats help us survive by eating insects. Bats protect the plants growing in farmers' fields. Each night, the Mexican free-tailed bats living in one cave in Texas devour 400,000 pounds of crop-eating insects. Bats also eat mosquitoes and other insects that can make us sick. A little brown bat can catch 1,000 mosquitoes in just 1 hour.
One bat can eat 1,000 mosquitoes. That's crazy.
That is, yeah.
How we can help bats. Put up a bat house in your backyard. Start a wildlife garden with plants that attract moths and other nighttime insects for bats to eat. Don't spray chemicals that could harm bats. Don't enter caves if you think there might be bats inside. I mean, maybe just like don't enter caves. That might be a good idea. Join a group of people working to protect bats in your area, or sponsor a bat or adopt a bat program.
That's all sugar.
Some good suggestions.
Wow.
All right, so that is the end of our story. I'm gonna switch back and, oh no, it went away. For a minute, I'm gonna go back and forth between our like presentation notes and our book, okay? So we're gonna work to fill in these notes here together. We're gonna talk about the dangers that bats face and then the reasons why they're important for plants and why they're important for other animals. So first, I want you just to try to think of some of the things that put bats in danger, okay? And then we're gonna pick a random person to tell us one danger that bats face, okay?
Sounds
So
good.
think about it, and when you have one, put your thumb up. What is dangerous for bats, or what makes danger for them? See, London's ready. Thanks, London. Imad's ready. Thanks, Imad. Briella's ready. Ayub's ready. Let's see, who else is ready to share? What is one thing that's dangerous for bats? How about we start with Ayub, do you want to go first? No? Okay. How about Imad?
Stuff that can hurt bats are chemicals that can harm them.
Absolutely. Good job. London, what's your idea?
Chemicals?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Tamira? Tamira, what's one thing that can be dangerous to bats? Do you have an idea?
I forgot.
You forgot? Oh, that's okay. What about Briella? What's your idea?
The wind electricity things?
Oh, the wind turbines? Yeah, that definitely
Yes.
are bats. Good thinking. Well, but one more idea. Who else can share? Who else should share? Daviana can share. What's your idea?
I didn't hear what the question was.
Oh, what are some things that are dangerous for bats?
Okay. Something that's dangerous for a bat is if humans keep killing them, we won't have any other nocturnal animals to take care of the insects or the plants. We
Really
won't food.
Really good point. So humans are dangerous to bats for
That's
many
a
reasons,
really, yeah.
because we take away their habitats, and some people even might hurt them. So here are some notes that we can use. Some people fear bats and they hurt them. Poison causes diseases, and they might have trouble surviving when their habitats are destroyed. Also, Briella mentioned the wind turbines, and that's a really good point too.
Yes.
Now I want you to start thinking about the reasons that bats are important to plants. So what do bats do for plants?
Think about that picture we saw yesterday with the bat inside the plant.
I'm gonna actually share the book.
Can we read page 25?
That's what we're gonna do.
Awesome.
Well, it went away, but that's okay. We can find it again. No problem. Nope, that's not the one. Sorry, friends. Difficult with all these things on the screen. Okay. Here is a place for bats. We're gonna look at page 25. Okay, I'm gonna read you this box right here. It says, plants need bats. In warm parts of the world, some bats sip sugary nectar from flowers. As they drink, the bats spread pollen from one flower to another. The plants use material in the pollen to make fruit with new seeds inside. Other bats eat fruit. When the bats release their waste, seeds land on the ground. If the soil is rich and moist, the seeds will grow into new plants. Bananas, peaches, avocados, dates, figs, and mangoes all depend on bats to spread their pollen and to carry their seeds to new places. So why are bats important to plants?
Sorry, I was talking. What do they do? What do bats do?
I see my same couple friends who are always raising their hands. I want everybody to think about it. What do bats do to help plants? Brene, do you know what bats do to help plants? What do they do?
They help the plants grow.
Yeah, how? How do they do that? Not sure?
Can I read you one sentence that might help you answer it? Okay, it says, I'll read two sentences. In warm parts of the world, some bats sip sugary nectar from flowers. As they drink, the bats spread pollen from one flower to another. So what does the bat do?
You're muted, honey.
You're muted, sweetie.
They do like the bees.
They do, just like the bees. They carry the pollen from one flower to another. Good job, Brene.
Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna go back to our notes. Sorry for all the flipping around.
That's okay.
All right, so reasons bats are important to plants. They drink the nectar and they spread the pollen, and then they eat the fruit and they spread the seeds around in their waste or their poop. You could call it poop. Okay, so those are reasons bats are important to plants. Now think about, why are bats important to animals? And I'll go back to the book and go to the next page. Brandon, you're writing your notes on paper? That's a really good idea. I'll also post them for you, okay? All right, so bats are important to, oh, I'm on the wrong page, so sorry. To animals. I'm gonna read you this page again. It says, bats are an important part of the food chain. Hungry snakes, raccoons, opossums, skunks, and weasels sometimes prey on bats sleeping in trees. Hawks and owls can catch bats as they fly through the air. If too many bats disappear, their predators will have to work harder to find food. So why do other animals need bats? Why is that important? London?
Because they spread pollen everywhere, so then we don't need to be. So then we do not. So we don't need to be.
So they spread pollen around, right? So we can grow our food. You're right. Sorry, friends, hold on. Frank's barking.
Frank?
Frankel.
But why are they important to other animals? What do other animals do with bats? It's kind of sad, but it's nature. This is a bat, okay? Pretend this is a bat flying around. And this is a snake, okay? And the bat is sleeping in his little tree. And then the snake comes up at night and he's like,
What does the snake do to the bat?
Eat it?
Eat it, yes.
So other
if-
animals eat them.
So if there aren't any bats, then the other animals are going to go hungry because they don't have that to eat anymore.
Yeah. So reasons that bats are important to other animals, they are food for other animals like snakes and raccoons and weasels and hawks and owls, okay? So your job, I'm going to show you, is going to be to write a paragraph using these notes. So right now, these notes are not in complete sentences. They're just notes, like just thoughts. So your job is going to be to take them and turn them into some really nice sentences in your paragraph, okay? I'm going to show you that.
And friends, we've prepped you on this. We've talked about this for the past 2 weeks on how to take notes and make them into sentences.
E Mod, good job in the chat. You're absolutely right. Okay. So we're going to go here. We're going to go here. Here is what your task looks like. And you know what I'm going to do right now, friends? I'm just going to take these notes and I'm going to put them, not there. I'm going to put them right Here, I'll do that in a minute. Anyway, so you have notes right here about what, or directions about what you need to write. You need to write 2 sentences about what dangers bats face, 2 sentences about reasons they're important to plants, and 2 sentences about ways that they help other animals. How many sentences is that all together? Misty Shalay knows.
That's so many sentences.
6.
6 sentences, that's all. You can do it, okay? That's all you
All
need.
the information is right there for you. We did all the work. You just have to put it into sentences.
I think you can handle it, right?
Totally.
All right.
You can handle it.
You can handle it. That's right. And that is all that you need to do today. Does anybody have a question?
Nope.
No question? If you're ready to go get started, you can do that. I'm going to put your note in here right now for you. And then you can go ahead and start your work, friends.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We love you.
Love you, love.
Bye.